Hello YouTube, Gentleman Prepper here, and I'm going to give you some wine making tips. I personally have been doing wine for 20 years. This is a cider. I had to take some out and then add some warm water that have been through the Berkey and then warmed up on the stove, and shook it a little bit and gave it 20 minutes, and it just went through the roof. I had experimented, that's the tag there, out of the other 4 gallons that I did at this batch, and what happened is I put too much simple syrup in there, and it is sweet, 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 sweet. I pulled out a glass. It tastes delicious. I'm going to save most of that for breakfast tomorrow. I take the wine, the cider, and sear the skillet with it, and then bake the apples with cinnamon on top of it. Chop it up, put it into a cinnamon bun, and yeah, that's how I make cinnamon buns from scratch. Here's where I keep my water. I put candles inside of an enclosed space, little tea candles, just so it'll raise the temperature up in here and get all these jump started. These 3 have been inoculated. They were inoculated probably with the yeast about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago maybe. I went and worked out. So, and they've already started, and I just put the candles in here, and I will give the candles probably a good 45 minutes, an hour before I blow them out and go to bed. That one already went out. Okay, so a couple tips we got. If it's stagnated, doesn't bubble as fast as it should, see if it'll do it while we talk about it. So close, so close, so close. Oh my God, hear it. There it is. Anyway, if it's going really, really slow, give it some time. Just see if it's just, just gonna take a while to eat through all the sugar. But if your yeasty beasties, as Alton Brown would say, are just too over swamped with sugar, they will not thrive. So you may have to dilute it out. I'm probably going to dilute this out again tomorrow. Just a little bit more. And I bet you I get a big burst. This is one of the places that I just give a jump start. I take my wine and then I put it in several different places, keep temperature records, recipe records. That way I can just pretty much just keep experimenting. These little jugs are great, and you can get them from people. Restaurants sometimes will carry these, and they'll just give them to you. The corks and the airlocks you can get on Amazon or at your local brew supply store. These water bottles are now water bottles. They were tropical punch mixed, which are now in wine making mode. They just get rinsed out. I usually take a solution, sanitation solution, give it a good rinse. And if a good water out of it comes to the Berkey, it gets marked. If it doesn't get marked. If you treat it with something, mark it with a pen. A Sharpie on top of one of these is a great way to recycle. You can use these jugs for a year or 2. You can make wine out of them if you need to. You can store rice in them when they're dry, salt. But these heavy duty ones are great because they stand up to a lot more abuse than your milk jug style water jugs. And you get the syrup. I wouldn't suggest drinking high fructose syrup all the time. It's actually not healthy for you. According to some researchers, yada yada yada. I know, not going there. But that actually is clear. It's just getting the light reflection. Let's see what else. I think that's just about it. Thanks YouTube for listening to me, and if you have any questions, post them in the comment section below or send me a PM. Good luck. Gentleman Prepper, out.